Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Instead of doing a show and tell, I thought that I would make a journal with you or for you and show you what I actually do. I know that everybody does this, but we all have our own ways and means of doing things. Now, this is the inside of a foolscap. That's one of the extra long papers. I think they're about 12 inches long by about 9 inches wide, something like that. It's a rather old one that I had, and I thought, right, I'm using the paper in journals and things like that, so I'll use the back of it. It's not actually the front of it, it's the back of it. It's got beautiful white inside and yucky on the outside. So I've covered it already with some gorgeous fuchsia pictures out of the book that I located. And I have literally destroyed that book and cut all the photos and everything off. So they're a little bit glossy, and I don't want this one to be really glossy, so I'm going to cover it with some tissue paper from the backings of napkins like this. I've taken the backing off. This one actually tore, so it's a perfect example. You know, the white tissue piece is what I'm going to be using, and I took them off not in front of camera because it sort of gets a little bit tedious watching people tear off napkins. So I've got my trusty paintbrush, I've got my pot of glue water, so let's get into it. Cover one side first with glued water, and gluey water is basically 1 part water and 2 parts liquid school glue. So it does stick really, really well, and it works for me, especially when I'm doing this sort of stuff. It's great. And I did give it a really good shake before I opened it up, so it wasn't going to go everywhere. I did have to start the video again because I did the thing back up too tight, and a little bit of glue got in there and melded it together. That was really clever. I'll just pop that up there for now and get a good tissue, one that is not torn. And I'm going to do this in an awkward way. I'm going to do them half at a time. And because I have a tripod sitting right next to me, this is just a little more awkward than it usually is for me. Now I'm just going to tap that down gently to try and get rid of some of those bumps and air pockets. If you're very careful, you can lift them up a little bit and get rid of them that way. To be super gentle that you don't actually tear the tissue, because otherwise you've got to patch it, and that's no fun. I'm concentrating, that's why I'm not talking. Sorry, folks. I think we all do that occasionally. We get doing what we're doing and we forget to chatter while we're actually doing that thing. Okay, that looks like a little bit of glue didn't get in there, so splodge some in there. That's a good word for it, splodge. That's a new one for you. That's a Ruthism. I come up with these funny little things every now and then. Okay, that's good enough for now. What I'm going to do is the other side. And then I'm going to show you how I manage this. I leave it on this mat to dry. I don't try and move it anywhere except this mat, otherwise it just gets too hard. And it'll take overnight to dry. But while it's drying, I can get on and do other things as well. So that's the beauty of journal making. While you're waiting for one phase to finish doing what it's supposed to be doing, you can always do something different. I don't know how long this series is going to be, and I'm just going to have fun while I'm doing it, and I hope that I can involve you in it as well and let you have some fun watching me make a dill of things and, make a real pickle. Because I'm good at making pickles. Like putting that down all in one piece. Not a grand idea, Ruth. Tap, 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 tappity, tap, tap. Big air pocket. You know what? Those air pockets turn into the most magnificent textured pieces. They are grand. So I don't really mind them too much, but I do like to get them out because I don't really want the book pulling apart on us. And I've just realised I've done the inside when I should have been doing the outside cover. Oh, Ruth. Honestly, the things I do. Okay, now I'm just going to tear off. And it doesn't matter now because, oh yes it does, because I've got to leave that border intact. And because I've made holes, I'm going to have to patch them. A little bit of glue. This is definitely going to be a warts and all. Like all my videos are all warts and all. You get what you see, and what you see is what you get with me, I'm afraid. I don't edit. I really can't be bothered editing. I'm a bit of a lazy YouTuber, if truth must be had. Now I'm just going to pop this back over where I made those holes before, because there is sufficient glue to hold this on. And if there's not, you just dip your finger in and get some more glue to put on it. Works for me, folks. Works for me. And down along the bottom where I got too energetic and tore it. More patches. That's okay. It gives it strength. Strength and character. Isn't that right? You've got to give everything strength and character. My excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh dear. We're off to a grand start. You might not see this. If you do, well, it means I've had a weak moment and I thought, no, you've got to show the whole lot. Oh dear. In the words of Sonia Steptoe, nobody panic. It'll work in the end. It'll all work in the end. Okay, I'm not going to bother trying to tear this piece off here. I'm just going to turn it over. And because this is a silicone mat, I feel quite comfortable just putting a little bit of pressure on it, and that will take out the air bubbles for me. And then I can make another mess on this part, like I was supposed to do in the first place. Oh dear. Oh golly, the things you do and you don't mean to. Okay, let's give it another shot, shall we? Let's see if I can get it right this time. I dipped the brush in too far, girl. Oh, I'm having a lovely time here laughing at myself. I hope you're having a giggle too. I really do. I can't believe I started off doing everything so wrong. So wrong. Stuart, when you make mistakes, it's a chance to learn and a chance to do different things, isn't it? Is that the way it goes? You make a mistake, you learn by it, of course you do. But then it's always, a reason or an excuse to do something just a little bit different to what the normal is. So I'm just going against the grain a little bit. Okay. that's working so much better. Lift up the end a little bit so the air pocket goes out as I'm gently manoeuvring that. Maybe I should have let the overhang on the other side as well, because this is working really quite well. Now I can't flip this over and push on the other side because it's still damp. So I'm just going to have to do something with it, but I'm not quite sure how I can do that. Oh, there you go. Wad up another piece of tissue and use that to blot it down. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Need a touch more glue just in there without trying to move the page around too much, because otherwise, like last time, it will make holes, and I don't want to make holes. This really is covering up those fuchsias, but that's okay, because when it dries you'll be able to see the fuchsias underneath the napkin, which will take away that extreme shininess. Okay, just moving it over a little bit. Into the glue. After I've done, oh, it's stuck up there. Here I go again, concentrating or I'm trying to look professional here. Not talking too much. I don't believe I made such a mess of it, I really don't. Oh dear. Who's being the class clown now? I was going to be so professional and, do things so properly and correctly, and what does she do? She makes a mess of it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, lots there. Definitely going to take overnight to dry. Not that I'm in any screaming hurry to get it done, because I have two more journals in the background that I can show you on another video, of course, because I don't want to bore you too much. I didn't even start a timer on this, so I don't know how long I've been running for. I have got no idea. So if I've waffled on too long already, I'm sorry. Well, look at that. That one turned out really well. Quite happy with that. And of course you get the inevitable folds that want to show where they have been. I'm just going to go over that carefully and see if I can get that to stick down as is. Otherwise I'm not going to just leave it and let it dry, because it will be a double thickness just in there, but that's okay too. Alright, that's part one done. That's awesome. It's rather good actually. I like that. Still a little few bubbles everywhere, but they hopefully will come out as it dries. They'll hopefully go down. They'll fall into the glue that's underneath them. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Alright, now, next thing to do is show you, put my glue into water, clean up my little bottle, so hopefully it doesn't stick to itself again and I don't have to use a jar opener. Lid and put that over there. Now I can't actually do the other inside covers right now because I have got to put this somewhere where it's not going to get damaged, and also because I didn't take off, oh there we go, that sits up there nicely. I didn't take off enough serviette covers, and watching people take those off sometimes can be really annoying, and it would be annoying with this because there's 2-ply and they are really, really tightly stuck together. It's quite awful. Okay, don't go on there. Fold over on itself. But what I did to prepare these covers is collaged. I've just used the edges of or the sides of a little box that I thought would fit, and it does perfectly. And I've literally just torn the fuchsia pieces and the pages and the pictures all together. Some I've left straight edge, some I've torn, and I've literally collaged those onto the inside. So next time I come up, I will do these with you as well as unearth the other lot. Unearth it. Make it more presentable. How's that? Get out plumb in the mouth again and talk properly. Okay, so that is for the next time around. But in the meantime, I've chosen some papers and I've started putting the book together. Just loosely. It's not anywhere near finished, and I've used some stickers to just decorate the pages. I've already stuck some of the photos on there, so it gives us lots and lots of room to decorate things. If I want to throw in another page, I've still got the scope to do that. Now this wonderful idea came from Joey DeFee. Now, I've written her name down here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Is that clear? I hope so. That's her name there, Joey DeFee. And the video, she's called 10 Pre-Made Junk Journal Page Ideas Using Basic Supplies. And what she has done, and I sat there for the last 24 hours, and I've tried to copy what she's done. A book page, and then just collage some things onto it, made different little places for tuck spots, as in a bigger tuck spot there and a very small one up there that, something, let's just get rid of the other half of this little pocket. There's another small one up there you can put something into, a bigger one there. And it covers up one side of the how to draw book that I've got this in. There's just one part of that book, and I thought, right, well, that can go into a journal too. And I've done a couple of those pages. This is the stuff that we still have yet to do. Just trying to find that other side of it. Wherefore art thou? There it is. And there's another one I've done. I haven't collaged the entire piece of paper or the book page. What I've done is left some of the music so that you can see what it was. I've used one of my window envelopes and made a pocket for there, and there's another little side pocket in there that can be used. And this is just a scrap I had left over, and I've turned it into a little book that can be extended out for extra journaling on. So that can sit in there. Now, as you saw, I have got pocket pages ready to go, ready to make. I've yet to ink around the edges of this and edge that, and then that can sit inside the pocket without the clip on it, of course. But I've just got the clips there so that I know what I've got. But this is something that we can do as we progress into the book. We can make some of those. I've got more pages over here that I've already done, the Joey pages, I'll call them, for want of a better name. Collage pages, I guess. Let's pop that over there for now, get it out of the way. So I've got these pockets as well. This one is already half circled, ready to go, so you can see that there's something in there. There's this one and the little one on the back. So they've got to be finished and put into the book. I have got other bits and pieces in this little bag that are going to be finished. There's ordinary pictures that we can turn those into doing something. I'm going to die cut some shapes out of these so that we can get some difference in there rather than just having the squared photo things or the square photos, not photo things, but get some different shapes in there. I've already cut out some things from my friendship book, and they can go onto backing plates. They can go into the journal as well. So I've got lots and lots of things. This eventually will go onto the front cover. I rather love that with the green paper behind. Yes, I love green, but it just seemed to scream that it needed something brighter than just the plain black. So, and I had this piece sitting on my desk at the time. So that's why green got in there. Okay, so that's stuff that is going to happen over the ensuing episodes. And what else? I've got some more of these pages that I've done. Oh, that's a bit big. Bring back this one again. This one is a full pocket, so there's rather a big piece can go into there. And once again, it's the music page that I've used. This book is just absolutely stunning. It was given by a man to his sister for Christmas in 1920. So the book is 101 years old, and I'm absolutely loving the fact that it is falling apart and I don't have to rip it apart. So that's really cool. And I'm using other books to do my collaging with, text from magazines, postage stamps, bits and pieces of the photographs, even barcodes, anything that will go onto a collage page will do me. And this is another big one, goes that way. And I love the fact that the book I'm tearing apart has got these beautiful old style picturescapes. I don't know, I forget what they call them. Photo boards? No, it's not a photo board. I don't know, I can't remember. But I just love the fact that they're big and I can tear a corner off or cut a corner off and use it for a pocket, and I don't have to embellish very much there at all. So there's that one I've done, and this one is just straight collage, no pockets anywhere on this one. That came from a chocolate box, that came out of the book. The heart was sent to me by Viv from Viv's A Little Bit Crafty, and the little hearts were in another wee bag as well. So it all just goes together and just look gorgeous. And this one also is another collage using the music paper, and just stuck things willy-nilly all over, and it looks fabulous. But okay, that's enough of what we've got to do, and now it's time for me to go and get my dinner ready for the night, and I will catch up with you in part 2. Bye-bye now for lovelies. Catch you later.